What's that?
This Galaxy phone will work for certain things and won't work with other things.
And what that's for your
This is my old phone, and this seeks. You get in there and mess with the power setup.
right.
That's why I want to get rid of it. The same thing with the FLIR. Um,
Gotcha.
so I'm trying to get a hold of an upgrade because I really want to use it for search and rescue.
I do lose you guys. We'll be on and off for a little while, but so that's my buddy Michael Ann, and this is Kristie or Christine?
Kristie.
Kristie London.
Hi, London. Yep.
And we're waiting on one of my buddies, Dan. So he should be coming from way down that way. But just decided to get in the field tonight. Kind of spur of the moment thing, and the bugs are horrendous right now. Let me switch it back. And he has his FLIR getting set up right here.
Actually, ATN.
ATN. Go ahead and let me know what that is.
This is the ATN OTS HD thermal. It's good for a human-sized target out to about 650 yards. They actually make a rifle scope. It's a Thor.
Okay.
I can change multiple color screens.
I'm almost wondering.
It's not turned on right now.
No, I'm wondering later if I can get them live and go through and show the look.
We could, yeah, we can, and if not, we can stream it right to my tablet back here.
Okay.
So the tablet's not up just early enough in the evening, so we can stream it right, Bluetooth it and Wi-Fi right there to that, my tablet, my phone, any of those devices. So
Awesome.
So that's why I went with that. Plus, it uses lithium batteries instead of proprietary batteries like the
Right.
FLIR had. But we do have we've got a FLIR for a phone. We've got the Seek for the phones.
Sure.
So
That works. Awesome. What's up, guys? I see there's like 12 people watching right now. And I'm going to try to find the chat if I can figure it out on my phone. Okay, it says learn more. Welcome to. So I can actually see it. So you do, if I'm not mistaken, you're into what? Mediumship, and you
Yes.
kind of do ghost hunting like that.
I do. I'm a paranormal investigator, but I'm also I do have an office, and so I do private readings and parties, and I do mentor people, events and things like that.
Awesome.
Yeah, and Reiki healing, energy healing.
You said he stated you were at the Hinsdale house.
Yeah, I was just there with Mysterious Journeys. Actually, I was filling in for Lynn.
Okay.
So I was there with Peggy Gypsy, awesome couple of ladies, and it was great. We were at Hinsdale, and it was very active that night.
Was it?
Very active that night, yes.
That-
Inside, outside, it was amazing.
That is a place that I don't know if I would like to go to.
It took me a while to get there. It did. Dan likes to tease me. Dan, the owner, he likes to tease me.
Yeah.
But I've been, and it's been, yeah.
I know. Culls has been there a couple times.
I've been there with Steve.
You
I've
went-
been there,
yeah.
Been there 3 times now.
Yeah.
It's an experience.
Everybody knows paranormal's not my thing after the things that have happened to me. Like I said, I will give you a copy of my books. That way you have them, you can check it out. But as far as the conference, I'll explain what happened. So we had gone to the thing in October. It's the Chautauqua Bigfoot conference. And kind of just set your stuff up and hang out, the day before the event. Well, that night, there was a few of us in our cabin. Sorry about the bugs, guys. They're killing us. And we were just kind of like hanging out. We had a couple of beers. We went swimming. Nothing, had to be up early because, you got the event.
Right.
So we're hanging out, and I don't know, I get ready for bed maybe around like 12-ish or whatever. I go lay down in my cabin room because there's 2 rooms, and
Right.
Dan, the guy that's actually coming, was there. I fell asleep. I woke up somewhere. They must have went to bed around 2:30 in the other bedroom. I went to bed, like I said, about midnight. Got up. It was like 3-ish. I smelled gas.
Ooh.
And in the other room, because it was October, it was chilly, there's like a gas heater that you could turn up. It's just
Right.
flames on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, if there's a leak, I'm going to go turn it down, make sure,
Right.
And then in my room, I had a window. So I cracked the window, and I was like, screw it. I'd rather be able to breathe than, or have
Right.
something happen. I fell back to sleep, and it was around like 4:30-ish when I actually was woken up, or this thing. I don't know how to explain it. It was on my chest. Okay, it was laying in the bed with me, on top of me. Um, it was. I can explain to you what it looked like. It was like a pale, opaque white.
You hear that?
No,
Got a thump over there, but it could have been mechanical.
it's a little late for mechanical, ain't it?
It's getting there.
7:30.
It's gone down quite a bit since we got here.
Yeah. Well, I have the recorders going, so if they
Good.
pick,
Well, I just turned mine off, so.
mine are going. They're right there, guys. That is an EMF detector. That is two different recorders right there. As you can see, that will be zeroed out. If there's a fluctuation, I will see it sitting here. Hey, what's up, buddy? Cool. What's up, Mike? Hello. Oh, you asshole. I said, what is he talking about?
Hey, wait, I want to join in. Wait,
Um,
where am I going here?
So,
Go to the link on a page I sent you yesterday on your email, and it'll be.
yeah.
there.
I'm on it.
So back to the story. This thing, it was opaque in color. Really black eyes. Like the sheen of a silver sunglass. That,
Yes.
but it's super black.
Yes.
The mouth was very large. It was like maybe 4 or 5 times the size of our mouth, and it had these jagged teeth that were very black, and it had two horns that protruded over the. They didn't come out. They protruded straight over the back of the head, and it was like this far from my face.
Mhm.
What it was trying to do, I could actually see the rings on this. You don't even understand the rings on this thing's horns,
Mhm.
and it was sucking at my mouth. And
Yep.
I was trying to push this thing to get off of me with all my vigor, all my might. I had no control. It was just too powerful,
Yep.
And in my head, what I said was, God help me. And what I got back from it was, I finally got you. That's the in the head thing.
Right.
When that happened, I don't know. After I heard that, I said, God help me. It got off of me, and it proceeded to go over the bed and walk to the closet, and it disappeared in the closet. The way it walked, it was hunched over. On the back, instead of like our vertebrae,
Right.
it had these knots that went up its back. And you know how a dog's leg is in the back, the hind quarter?
Yep.
Its legs were shaped like that.
Yeah.
Freaked me out. Right at that time, Dan comes running in the room and says, I heard you screaming. Are you all right? I was like, dude, basically, if I told you what just happened to me, you're not going to believe me.
Right.
Couldn't go to sleep. Took a shower, sat outside, shut off the heat, opened the windows. I was on fire, blazing on fire. They came out after they woke up in the morning again, like 8 o'clock. They said, dude, what's wrong with you? It's freezing. It's 30 degrees and raining, and you're sitting outside.
Right.
I said, dude, I'm so hot. I don't know what's going on. I got to go to the conference, though. Something told me to tell Steve, calls.
Mhm. Yep.
I get there. I go to the conference. They're like, we'll meet you there. I was like, all right. I tell him what had transpired. He wanted to do some type of whatever. I didn't know he was a, what do you call that?
So, a demonologist.
Yeah, he's a demonologist, but he's also something else.
Ordained minister.
Yes. So he did like a rite. He was doing like some type of prayer.
Sure.
We were on the deck of the conference with all these people, mind you. And I guess when he started praying over me, his counterpart at the time said that I was really hot. She's also some type of psychic.
Yes.
And I guess when they were praying, I kind of blacked out because I don't remember much of it. He asked me, will you pray with me? And I guess I told him no.
Right.
Like, I don't know. Next thing I knew, I was on the other side of the deck. What do you think the length of that deck is? 75 feet?
Yeah.
I was over there, went down the stairs, around the corner of the building, and I started vomiting, hurling. That's when he came over to me, started praying more, and they lit,
Incense.
yeah, it's an incense, frankincense,
Right.
myrrh, whatever it was, and he stuck it in my nose. When he did that, I vomited one last time, and I kind of came to it. Next thing I knew, he was like holding me against the building, like, bro, are you all right? And I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Right.
What happened?
Right.
And it was a process to deal with, and I've still had things happen, and
Residual.
yeah, and this is what I was saying, getting into the Bigfoot thing. I don't know. I don't know what is out there. I started Flesh and Blood. I followed the evidence where the evidence took me.
Right.
It's taken me to that paranormal side. Now I came back because of what transpired in my life and the things that have happened. So, like I was saying earlier, you might be out there looking for a Sasquatch. You might be looking for a Bigfoot, right? But these things know your intentions,
Yes.
and they can, in a way, what's to say they manifest into one of those things? So, oh, it's a Bigfoot, then you
Right.
follow that,
Right.
and you're inviting it in, and it's just, it's a dangerous game. So I have to be careful. I'm back on the Flesh and Blood thing. Like I said, I believe that there's some type of veil. I don't know how to explain it, but there's us,
Yep.
there's Sasquatch, and there's something in between that we do is keep doing what we're doing and go from there. I mean,
I
it
think you
is.
bring up a very good point though about protection because it's so important and people don't realize. People go on these ghost hunts and these investigations, and a lot of paranormal investigators don't realize the significance of knowing what you're doing and what you're walking into. A lot of people walk into these situations and they're just saying, "Oh, it's fun and it's this and it's that," and they don't take it seriously. And there is a certain level of respect that you need to
Oh, for sure.
be vigilant with. And if you are not, you have no idea what you're dealing with. And you're right, there's non-beneficial energy, which is um, energy that was never human.
Hmm.
And then there's demonic and evil.
Hmm.
There's people who passed away, they're not in the light, that are just, they weren't good in life and they're not good in death, and that's the way it is. So you're right, there are different things
Yeah.
that can manifest, and yeah, they can definitely play tricks and lead you down the wrong path. So you have to be very careful. But that just kind of solidifies my reasoning for wanting to explore this.
Right. This is
Myself.
this is her first time in the field, and
Yes.
this is her first time, learning, as we're all learning, because we don't know everything. That's for sure.
Exactly. Exactly.
All I can do is reiterate what I've learned to people. A few researchers out there that I collaborate with, that we kind of put our stuff together and our ideas, and
Yep.
I did a lot of things, and I try to think different. So like I was trying to say to you earlier, don't form an opinion. Just go into it. See what happens over a year, 2 years. See where it's at. If you're lucky enough to have an encounter, that can you know
That would be cool.
I've had multiple. Yeah, it is. It's breathtaking. We're actually in a spot right here on this trail where I had encountered one that crossed the trail. What's up, Cindy? What's up, Alan? You got your drone. Hey, you get a picture of a Bigfoot, let me know. Uh, USMC, what's up, brother? Hey, Bigfoot, never seen this one before. Any good? Anyone? What's up, Chris? Um, yeah, usually I'm not on. I've been keeping things to myself for a while here. Planning on doing a documentary based on real research. And what I was explaining is I don't want to go and just put out some willy-nilly type of documentary. I want a good piece that people will want to watch it for. They'll want to understand what we do in the field. A lot of you have read, my book, The Bigfoot Report, and understood, what I've been doing for the last 5-6 years out here. It's not easy. You know what I'm saying? It can be fun, but it's definitely not easy. Um, so we're going to be live here for a little while and sit and BS. And if you guys got any questions, and uh, my buddy Michael here, he does his own thing here. It's under X8 Tactical, right?
X8 Tactical, or Instagram is Tactical Bigfoot Research.
Tactical Bigfoot Research, yeah. He is tied up with our buddy Steve Culls. They kind of, work hand in hand together and get.
Also with
Nesra. Yep.
And Pennsylvania just picked me up Eric Altman.
Altman?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
I didn't get to make it this year. Was it a good event at least?
it was awesome. You can't find a better event. 2021 is the next one every 2 years, but Meldrum was there, Cliff was there, Ken Gearhart was there, Jay Butchachin, who I heard my first scream with. He's from Wisconsin Paranormal.
Nice.
It's just an amazing
Event.
Falls was there, of course. The Mountain Miles guys. Just a wonderful family weekend. good time,
Good
good people.
good learning experience. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I'm definitely gonna go next time around. I wish I could. I just had so much going on. A buddy of mine is actually having a Virginia little conference, the ECBRO,
Yeah.
and that's on my birthday, so I can't go this year. And it's like I told him, yeah, move it. You know, I'm trying to get to these places, but it's hard.
Actually got to go out and look at some footprints with Stan Gordon.
N-
So, to actually
Nice.
be able out and get in the woods with those guys,
Yeah,
it was just
it's
some
memorable.
girl said, "Hey, there's a print here," and we all went looking, and Rick Chirby and I walked out and we're like, "What is that?"
Yeah.
And it was interesting, and that was right close to where we're camping. So.
Now, see, do you feel okay? So PA's not too far from here. That event is like 3 hours from here.
It's about 5 hours from here.
Is it 5?
Yeah, it's right on the West Virginia Maryland border, and it's a
Brenners.
Meadow Run campground. It's fun when some state land like we're out tonight.
Yeah.
And getting out in the woods. It's just getting families back out, not sitting in front of the computer and
Yeah.
playing all the time on your video games.
Same old BS. No, I get it.
You can't armchair Bigfoot. You got to get in the woods.
I've been telling them that for years. What?
Oh, it's bird.
Oh.
I left my binoculars down in the car.
Well, that's a hike if you want to go get them.
Yeah.
his debate went like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I have a little blue marker down there, maybe about 150 yards. I'm going to turn that on when it gets dark. I like to do different things, pique their interest. If they're in a neighborhood here, let's say, Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. What I was going to ask you is,
I forgot I have my night vision that has rangefinder and everything in it.
well, there you go. See,
Jeez, I'll tell ya. And I'm a rookie here.
it happens because you're trying to. You know why? You go through the motions.
Oh, absolutely.
You set your stuff up. You're doing your thing,
Yeah.
but you forget.
Oh, totally.
It's
the same with investigations,
I got to see this. Somebody said, keep connected to the land. It won't fail you. I have a video of footprints I found in Alaska. Well, metal detecting in Alaska, I would definitely like to see that. My email is double2012@gmail.com. DOUBLE 2012@gmail.com. They have enough bug spray on to kill Bigfoot right now. Alan said use use Bigfoot. Use bug spray. I think they went through a whole bottle already.
Yeah.
It's not doing any good either.
I actually,
is no
Hence
joke.
the sunglasses.
I'm wearing a net here because, dude, it's crazy right now. We're actually surprised we got a good connection up here. Normally you don't get a connection up here. But what I was going to say is, with the footprints, around this time of year, I always notice it's like they come back through this area. I don't know if it's from south or, they're just migrating back in this area, or, some people think, well, maybe they hibernate like bear.
Right.
I have no idea. But I do notice right around June, I start to get the tracks that come into my area. In my book, which over the last 5 or 6 years that I researched, if you go back to like yesterday's date, like I was saying,
Right.
it was stating when I found tracks, where I found them, what I did. I was keeping a log of everything. You know what I mean? I still do, not to that extent, because I feel that trying to prove this thing, that's really where I was going. I really was trying to collect the samples and the data and everything that I needed to prove it. But I don't know if that'll ever happen because there's too much bias. The scientific field is not with it. It's just.
But I think, to a certain degree at least, especially with what I do for a living, or just who I am,
Uh-huh.
I think there are certain things that we're not meant to ever totally understand. And it comes down to faith, because a lot of this, you have to have faith in what you can do and what you can see. Gifted or not, you have to have faith in yourself. You have to have faith in the world, and you have to have a background or a foundation to work from.
Right.
In some way, shape, or form. And, it's just, I think, people will ask me even during a reading, I'll tell them spirit, the way they talk to me and the way they communicate with me, it's for a reason. They know what's best for us. I'm simply the messenger, and I can explain how things are working for me or what's going on in the moment, but I can't always give an explanation as to why.
Okay.
And a lot of people more than not understand that, and some it's hard for them to understand. You
Hmm.
know, if you can do this, then why can't you explain the rest of it? Because it's not even for me to understand. So I think there's, like you said, that veil and that plane or that gray area, however you want to.
There is a gray area, and we have a person here called their name is Vibes of Truth. They stated, I started into Bigfoot, but I ended up going down a different rabbit hole. There is much more than Bigfoot basically out there. We
Yes.
just talked about that on the ride.
Yes.
Um, it's almost like I was stating, there's us, there's them, and there's something in between that does not want to give us the truth.
Right.
And I don't know why. I don't know. A lot of people say, well, it'll change history. It'll rewrite our origins. It'll, it's got to be something so dramatic that I don't know. I mean, these things, if they are flesh and blood, they walk around, they move around.
Right.
Maybe they do have certain types of spiritual aspects where they can do things. I don't know. I've seen things.
Right.
I don't know what to think anymore. I'm at that point,
Yep.
10 years is creeping up pretty soon. I've been doing this.
That's a long time.
Yeah, and I don't know. I've been to both sides of the road. Red
Right.
pill, blue pill, and I just,
Yep. I think a lot of it's supposed to be based on our experiences too, and I think that's true for any area in our field
Mhm.
in the paranormal because you can talk to one medium and I can tell you certain things have to be one way or certain things are definitely one way, but that's only for me. You talk to somebody else, their life experiences and the way their gifts work are
Right.
going to probably paint a different picture. Like I always use the example, there's another medium, Bernice Colgan, who just passed away about a year ago.
Mhm.
She used to teach that you had to go through a process of like 2 weeks after you passed, so you really wouldn't, life review and so on and so forth, and you wouldn't be able to really hear or communicate with the people who have passed until they've done it. With me, I've had somebody literally more than once in my chair having a reading done, and I was channeling somebody who had passed and they didn't know they were passed because they passed while they were with me,
Oh wow.
while that person was sitting with me, and they're like, no, you must be mistaken, and then I get a phone call, later on that day or night saying
I see.
that person actually passed away while we were having a reading with you. So it just depends on what we're all supposed to do. And it's not that she's wrong and I'm right and she's wrong. It's based on our own experiences and what we're supposed to do in this life and what our own, goals and journeys are.
Right.
So I think it's across the board for everything. Sorry guys, these bugs are just
No, you're good. You're good. A buddy of mine on here, Alan, says, do a Bigfoot whoop. You any good?
I know. Yeah, I'll let you do that. Yeah, guys,
That
do
is
that
all
for
you
me.
guys.
Okay, so I have heard a multitude of calls, so we'll do the standard call. I'll go ahead and do it, but there's a scream that I have captured on one of my audios, and it's really in the ridge area. And it's more like, I'll do it in a second, but I got to try to get my breath to do one of these damn whoops that he wants.
Yeah. I'm not a big whoop guy or not guy. I like to sit and listen just because so many people are watching TV now that they're all out there. So you let one go and there's somebody else camping down the valley and they're mimicking or whatever. I want to sit there and listen to what's going on in nature. So, but if you
If
guys
you don't
want
want
to
me
give
to,
it a shot, you're gonna get up and
Yeah.
do some
hey,
stuff up.
like I said,
And I saw where we're located, so having that kind of set up, so and no, nobody's gonna find out from me where we're at.
yeah,
So
yeah. Normally I don't do whoops either, but somebody kind of asked me to do it, so I don't mind doing it.
Awesome.
But if basically I'm inviting you guys came out. If you don't want me to, I won't.
no.
Okay, because I'm the type of guy where I said earlier, if something goes down, I want it to be on terms that like they can't say I had something to do with it.
Yeah.
So if
Yes.
you want to go here, we'll go there. You want to go there, let's go to whatever spot you feel.
Right.
I'm with it, but
Yeah,
um,
and it's only
it's early.
It's only 8 o'clock, so
But sunset around here is some of the best times.
Yep.
Twice on that next hill is where I caught the one that stood up, turned, watched me, and I took off and
That's
ran.
awesome.
The other one, the actual sighting was right. Um, let me show you guys. Zoom in. See that pine tree right down there to the right? Whoop. Let me zoom in. Sorry. I can't see with the chat. Let me go. Whoop. Anyway, it's that pine tree right down there. Um, we were metal detecting way back there, kind of, on that hill. It must have come across here. It was kneeling there. when we stood together. We were looking this way, seen it. It stood up. It took off toward those trees, hit the tree branch, was able to measure 9'8" on that pine tree. But I'll go ahead for you really quick.
That's impressive.
Mockingbird.
Pretty cool. I
Recorder on?
No.
Get your recorder on.
What?
Now it's gonna start getting really loud.
Mine's on.
Let it go.
But I've heard them do not only the whoop, but backed up with another yell. Or a lot of people don't know that haven't experienced it. They go off a TV.
Right.
And
Gotcha.
that's
I shouldn't talk about that, but oh wow, yeah, ripped to shreds. You think I'll take it if I walk down to the tree line there?
Mm-hmm. I've had him close to this stuff, that's why I'm not running into too much.
If that was mowed, that'd be great. You just get right in there and see.
Got right into that tree line, dropped right where that big tree is right there.
Right. And I know there's a valley that kind of goes in, but then it drops down. Looks like that's a break on a tree right there. Yeah, I'm game. As long as I'm live here.
Got an eagle up on top there.
Was it eagle?
Yeah. Kristie, we're gonna walk down here a little bit. You good there?
I'm good.
Okay. I'm just gonna stay live for everybody.
And it's not always down at the ground. Sometimes it's up in the trees.
Oh, that's for sure. You'll get the different types of symbols. There's a lot of things that I've paid attention to. You know, the MABRC? Okay, so there's actually a good book they have written about structures. You get a chance, pick it up. We are actually on a trail because we've had so much rain up here. A lot of the woods is soaked. So what we're hoping is to set on the knoll so we could have the FLIR this direction and the camera the other direction so we can see a distance if anything comes out or decides to cross this pathway here.
My night vision also does video still as well, so we can put my night vision as well.
I have the side recorder that you would plug into it. I have that. What if you just walk in there? I was just looking.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. You get right in here. Sort of the machine stuff here.
Oh, snapped right off right there. A lot of pine cones, huh?
Yeah, no.
Huh? Yeah, for sure. Down past that tree a little bit so you can see how it goes up. And there's a water source.
Yep, and here's your marker.
Yeah. Yeah, get to that marker. I said 150. On the way back, I'll turn it on. It's right there. It's a blue light. I mean, I'd hang it farther, but that's kind of the best branch to... Right, that's what I wanted. if anything, comparison for size. But like I was saying, we're definitely man, is it wet. But I seen this. Pushed up through here. Only reason I just seen it was like a path.
Yep.
It's the only reason I walked over here. Is that one arched or is that snow load?
That's snow load.
Got a lot of fallen stuff in here, so I'm gonna guess it's snow load.
That's a lot of snow load.
Yeah.
I mean, you got something moving back in here, doing a little scuffing around.
Just look at the bark right there.
Yeah.
Could be bare even.
Yeah. Guess what that came in shit.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, actually, I don't know if that's awesome or not, but I was just trying to come around and check the mud. Oh, yeah, I see the canyon right there.
Yeah.
That's pretty big, actually.
Yeah, it's a good size print. There's one right there. And of course, I left all my camera stuff back at the.
I can take a picture. Well, I have it on this camera if you want to.
Well, if you want to keep it on there.
Huh? I don't know if
where they're marking that low. They're testing that camera. Right in that little.
What are you looking at? This?
Right back in. I just lost it. Right there.
Okay. So I'll just leave my camera and then I can still shot it later.
Yeah.
I'll get enough of it. I have my hat cam going. Yeah, walk that way. I'm going to walk out and down. I was just trying to check the trail because something definitely walked through here. Wait for my buddy Dan, and then we're going to go up there and do some Q&A for a little bit. Man, this grass is high. Sorry, guys. Let me check your things out. Yes, they can do this. Yeah, we'll be quiet and listen. Hey, if you share this, guys, I appreciate it. More people get to watch what we're doing. We're actually in the field. Anybody can bring you computer stuff. Huh? Too thick? That's what I figured. Here's a water source. It's a small little water section. But this area is very diverse. So you got your conifers and your pines and stuff. Then you got your hardwood and a lot of regeneration on the backside that they've taken down. Looks like my buddy Dan just got here. So we'll be going to talk to him in a little bit. But the only reason we're sitting on this trail, believe me, we're in the woods. We're deep. You know what I mean? There's a closest house a mile away, at least. Damn bugs. But we was that you? Michael? Was that you? Are you guys hearing that? Something smashing through the brush. Did you guys hear that down there? Oh, okay. It sounded like something smashed through the brush. I don't know. No, it's not. No, I heard the frogs, but then it sounded like something smashed through the brush. Huh?
That was soft.
Yeah. It's very wet, right?
Extremely wet.
But that's what I was saying. It's diverse. So you have a water source, you have a food source, you have.
Any dams?
I don't know. I didn't get that far yet. I don't know who this guy is. I thought it was my buddy Dan. It's probably just a hiker.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Is that a dam right there? Look at all the trees. Yeah, right there. See? All built up like that. Almost looks like game trail comes off of over there. What? I just flipped it down.
Okay.
I just put it up.
Yeah, I'm just saying, just take a.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you got something moving out in the water.
I gotcha.
Oh, this guy just over here.
What's up, man? It's my buddy. I didn't recognize you at first. You know, it was my buddy. I said, well, I see a guy. Maybe he's just hiking.
The beard probably a little different.
Yeah, because you didn't have a beard before. Hey, we were gonna.
Gone down in at all?
No. We were just gonna walk down this way, and we were setting up right on the hill so he can. He's got the FLIR this way, and both sides, and we were just taking a walk down and see what's what, and then go back, maybe talk a little bit. I'm live right now on YouTube, so
There's I mean, just want any instructions or anything.
I know you can show him if you want. If he wants to take a walk.
Sounds like going for a walk in, we got a little light left.
Anyway, that's Dan. That's my buddy Michael Ann.
Hi, Mike. All right.
There's a game trail down through here.
Sure. Oh yeah, big getting in the water.
Yep.
For sure.
Coming into the
They're
water
all
right
over
there.
the place, yeah. Before on the way up here, it's big old, I don't know what it was, but it was a big old ass on whitetail running by.
Yeah. See, now that's some mud right there.
You want instructions before I can talk to take you in. You can down in.
Yeah, I've worked with Dan for a while, and
I saw, it was last year, 2 years ago now that I saw the one when me and Troy came up from the ravine.
that was on the back side of the pond back there.
Yeah, well, it's more, it was right down, not too far from here.
Through here?
Yeah. What I saw.
I'm gonna just do my own thing right here. Walk down and walk in a little bit. I was checking the mud for some prints, but I haven't seen one here. Mess. Everything's a wet mess. Got a bug net on my face here. Man. Let's see. Alan said, I see you. You see me? How do you see me? I'm in the middle of bumfuck Egypt. Ooh. That's a big trail right there. You see that? Right through here. You'll see your bear and deer are certain heights. Then you start to see things like humanoid that walk through. And that's a big trail right there. There's a big trail right here. But that's water there. See, I gotta keep flipping this up so I can see. I'm trying not to impede my camera. See if I can get back in these woods before it gets too dark. We got the night vision and the FLIR and a little bit of everything. Man, some of these. What did I just hear? Hey. Shh. Woodpecker. See, sometimes you gotta tell them to shut the hell up, and myself, so I can hear what's going on. Whoa. Look at that. Hey, Captain Kangaroo, come here. I don't know if that is or that isn't, but it almost looks like a person had stepped on the side or it stepped over a person's. I need your expertise on this. Obviously, people have walked here, but I don't think people walk barefoot. So, what do you think? See, it highlights it when you put the camera on.
Click it, save it.
Walking the dog, like I've seen that, but
Which was the dog? So we got
even
toe.
if what I'm trying to say is, I'm a 13.
Right. So then it's going to be here. It's either going to be immediate to the left.
Pointed toe would be this direction,
Yeah. So it's either going to be somewhere in this.
if possible.
But we're going to have dirt.
Or you're gonna have. I walked over it. You're gonna have stride. That's like right. Well, there's a pathway right there. Man, why can't it be wet right here? Then you're just, huh? That's an interesting path, though, ain't it?
Yeah. I mean,
It don't mean nothing, but it's just.
come out of there. So you got there's your gate.
Oh man, I can't get back there. I'm gonna have to go up to. It's like that's too much water right there. I can do you one better. Hold on. You see what I'm saying? That's big. But it looks like somebody stepped on it, or a dog stepped on it right there.
The dog, the print there. The dog paced around in here for a little bit, whatever it was.
Uh-huh. That's a big scuff. But that you can't tell because we walked there.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying. That's
Come
broke.
out of here,
Yeah. Hit that.
saw something and went back in.
Or let me check that mud spot right there. Yeah, definitely. That's just a bike and
Yeah, that could have been. We had the bike and the dog running together.
for sure. That just was a really big scuff, you know? See, it's wet in there?
Yeah.
And that's where I'd like to look for a print. That's what I should be doing before it gets dark here. That's a big opening right there. See that?
Mm-hmm.
It's nice and open. And look, it looks like something walked right there.
There's definitely movement through it. Hey, Kristie, you doing all right up there? She's being live too, so.
I'm still live right now. She might be. I just didn't look at the lot of water in here. Holy shit. But yeah or no? Oldie?
Could be standing water.
Could be.
Standing water.
But see on the camera, you see that indent?
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. Seen a lot of standing water.
Yeah, I know. I see a lot of standing water too, but this is where you look for prints.
Yeah, but so I'm 250.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. So, and I took the picture on camera. A little too wet to even see anything, huh? The camera really highlights it if it's... But this is perfect. This is where you want to look.
No doubt, brother, no doubt.
Wonder if that pond's totally flooded out up this way, Dan. Oh man, I don't want to get my feet wet. I don't got boots on. I gotta be out here for a little while. Huh?
You got a hammock up here, so if you want to get up out of the water.
Yeah. No. See, that's why I like this pointer. It definitely helps.
On the lid coming through here.
Yeah, that's why I'm just trying to move it for you.
Where is she? Keep that down with that plane up there.
Oh yeah. Something hit there. I'll let you do the looking. I'm gonna just go this way. Got a ton of fern. A lot of deer movement, that's for sure. Right here. What, the ground? Yeah, I feel it now. Well, it's soup over there. Where's Dan?
Right there.
Huh? We could pop back out right here if you want. You just go up a little more. Oh, man, I'm trying to walk through this shit. Oh, God. What's that?
Knocking over the right here. But I think that's construction.
Maybe. There's definitely a pathway here. Man, this is tall. It's up to my chest. Shit. That was pretty tall. It's chest height. Try to see if we can find more structures. We found some earlier, but it's so wet. We've had so much rain in New York. Hey, bugs. There's a little bend right there. You guys see that? Boom. Got it right here. It's right there. See it? It's being held on. Ferns, ferns, ferns. Yay or nay?
Definitely, that's been down for a while.
The one underneath it, right?
Yeah, it's been down there for a while.
Definitely
But that could
composed.
have been the original.
Couldn't be the original. This one be rotted too. This is still live growth.
It's still live growth, but it could have. This could have been. Well, that must have gone that way. This came this way and caught it when it was a sapling and pulled it right down.
You think it would have stayed the whole time through the winter and everything? Only my justification, yeah or no?
Yeah, if there was the original weight was there, and that was a.
No, I get it. I just seen it, so hey, I like your input.
Over here.
I like people's input. I'm not a. Is that a break right there?
That might be something I want to go. I was looking at this pile here, but
It wasn't like the structure we found earlier with all the
no, not like what we saw earlier.
up and downs. Nothing up there.
So we're missing
Part of the tree.
part of the tree. So we got right here.
I'm gonna parallel you and go up. Got another break right there. See it? Right there.
So nothing big above it.
No. I'll let you do your thing. I like guests from out of my area when they come in to do their own examination. I don't want to be an influence, but I will ask questions.
Okay, so spaghetti. Been down for a while.
Yeah, definitely been down for a while. No other trees in the way to grab it. Question would be, could snow load or wind just rip that like that?
So small, 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 small.
Nothing heavy
I
to
have
tip.
nothing big to take it here. There's nothing along this axis. This stuff that's here, probably from this canopy here.
Sure.
And it's probably limbs from up here coming down and rolling to this point. But that has nothing. That has nothing.
Okay. I'll get with you guys in a minute. I got a bug net on. We're just checking some things out. We're gonna do Q&A and I'll sit down, talk when we get back to the chairs. So if there's any questions, I'll go through it. I see Kenmore's here. I see a few people. Is that a balloon?
There's a balloon up in the tree.
Get the fuck out of here. Dude, do you know about balloons with me?
No, you don't like clowns either?
Dude, no. Dan, there's a balloon over here.
Get some good video of this.
Dude, look at guys, there's a balloon. So at 3 or 4 different Bigfoot locations, there's been balloons.
Get some good.
Okay. Looking at that. So I'll take a screenshot of this here.
Yeah. Just the way that structure is. What a twist looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good
Classic.
You know.
Oh, way in the back in the beginning on our way up. If we would have went in the woods, I don't know what happened, but well, it says live, and it's
Here. Boom, 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 boom.
stumped.
All the stumps.
If you guys are still there, can you post for me so I see it?
Game trail through here.
Yep. Yeah.
Deer. I just want to see which way it was going.
Right there, it looks like this is where they come out right here.
And this one is just fern bed.
Scuff there. I'm gonna jump out and jump back in because this is the easiest out right here. When you work the trails. What's up, brother? What the hell you been doing?
Same old shit, man. Too bad that.
Where?
Well,
Yeah.
it might not be enough. It could be just the way it is.
I gotta check my batteries. What I got? I got 50%, so I'm good. Let's just go up to like right there, like somewhere, right there, because I want to be able to look in here. I think she's all right.
I think so too.
Still daylight. Because sometimes you can see down toward the pond.
Birch.
Birch, yes. Definitely. big opening right here. Yep, this is where it's come across. If you want to walk up through there, I'm just going to go up and cut in. That's all I want to do is come back towards you. It is so wet in these woods. It's crazy. It's bananas. Yeah. The branch does? Looks like an old trail through here. There's a definite cut trail through here. I don't know what that is. Did you bring a chair, Dan? No, I was talking to Dan. It's definitely starting to get quieter. That's for damn sure. I just want to get up here a little ways. So I can take a look back there. I was trying to see because we were having some breaks that followed a congruent line straight up through. I was trying to see if there was another one way up here. Got a mini break right there. I'm looking for something significant. Always the significant. There's a game trail here. All right, we got a scuff right here. Possible print, maybe? No, total scuff. Huh? I was trying to see if there was more in line. Oh my God, the ferns are knee high in here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Basically what we're doing is a little recon in and out. It's so wet. We're just trying to check things out. See different locales where they could possibly be coming through. Spring is when you want to do that as soon as possible. You want to head back?
Yeah.
All right. Starting to get dark. All right, guys, I'm going to shut the live off. I'll be back in about 25 minutes when we're sitting up there and we'll chat. So be ready.